Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
May the Hebrew Israelites come back once again to prophesy the downfall of this wicked queendom, America, aka Babylon, aka Sodom, aka Egypt. But as always, we want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Akadosh.
Double honors, as always, to the apostles, the elders, the bishops, the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000, the hopeful elect, the 1/3. I want to begin by saying shalom.
Shalom.
Today's lesson is going to be, and I saw Satan fall like lightning. I'm going to grab that Luke 10 and 18, and then somebody want to grab Isaiah 14 and 12, and Revelation 12 and 13.
I got Isaiah.
This is Luke chapter 18 and verse 10. Two men went up unto the temple to pray.
If you get, I want it 10 and 18.
Oh, 10 and 18. Like 10 and 18. This is Luke chapter 10 and verse 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
So, contrary to Christian dogma, when it's referring to Esau Edom, aka the Caucasian race, aka so-called white man, this is the one that we're watching right now. We're witnessing his fall. We're witnessing him come down. The Most High is literally pulling him out of power, and it's happening faster than he cared to even imagine. But this is just the beginning of him being drug out of power. You know, we're seeing the wars, we're seeing the rumors of wars. First and foremost, we're seeing Israel waking up. You know, that 1/3 being gathered. We're witnessing this man's demise. You know, it's happening in real time. These scriptures are literally coming out off the page now. So, again, now we're no longer confused by the so-called Christian doctrine that tells us, you know, that there was a war in heaven and the left-hand angels of the Most High fought against the Most High and were cast out. This is not what that's talking about. We know now that that's talking about this wicked power structure that's been created in the earth. You know, the second leg of the Roman Empire. So Esau Edom is that devil, which means deceiver, and he's being pulled out of his power seat. So who's holding that Isaiah?
I got that Isaiah. All right. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
So basically, it's asking the question. You know what I mean? How are you fallen from heaven? You know, how did you fall out of your leadership role? By countless stacking up debt. You know, the American debt is now at $33 trillion. By stealing, robbing, committing all kind of atrocities and abominations around the world into all the nations, so that the nations have had their fill. And your main thing was what you've done to the children of Israel. This is why you are truly being pulled out of your power seat.
If I may add, in Isaiah 14 and 12, at the end of it, it says, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? All right, all the nations of the earth have been weakened through the lines, the philosophies of Esau Edom that he pushes out in the chief nation, which is the daughter of Babylon, also known as America. All right? All the nations are weakened. All the nations have a lack of morale. Okay, people just do whatever they want to do. You got peanut butter chasers, liquor license. You got all kind of wickedness that's completely spread across the whole face of the earth, and it all has been started and spearheaded by Esau Edom. Right?
And that's on a carnal level, or on Salaki, on a spiritual level. On a carnal level, how have you weakened the nations? By pulling their They're picked rulers out of power, usurping the authority, putting your puppet government in to their leadership roles, stealing their resources, stealing their people, robbing their people. You know what I mean? All of the things that you've done, tricking, robbing, manipulating. What do they call that when they go in and they tear a government down and put in their own puppet leader? It's a name for it. Salakia. It's escaping me. No, not rebellion. A coup. Yeah, that's what the puppet leader is usually all about, is the coup. But what is it? Hitman.
Economic hitman.
Economic hitman. So they come in, they loan you money at interest that you can never afford to pay back. And when you look up, now they're running everything. Your women are now out of order. Your men no longer want to work and be men. They want to, whatever this devil tells them they can do. They bring in that damn demon rule, democracy.
Do what thou wilt.
I got a
Come.
quick precept. This is Jeremiah 51 verse 7, and it reads, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yehoshai's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah, once again, this reiterates. And what are we seeing today? Brexit. We're seeing Russia, Iran. We're seeing even your allies. What you did with those Russian pipelines.
Right.
Left your own allies in miserable conditions during the winter. Because of your wickedness. Because you wanted to run a proxy war in another country against Russia. I mean, the whole world knows this is really America and Russia at war in the Ukraine.
Right.
And when these Ukrainians win, and if they wake up, which is going to be too late, but they going to put that damn leader of theirs to the gallows. Because he's literally allowing America to use his people as cannon fodder. Testing out weapons, going against a nation they know you can't do nothing with them people. But yet, you're allowing your people to be murdered indiscriminately, all based on what this country is telling you to do. So yeah, these nations are mad. They've had their fill. They realizing now that America uses slick code words. When they want to steal your money, they tell you we're going to sanction you. When they want to invade your country, they call you the insurgent. When you want to defend yourself, yeah, the nations are mad.
Precept.
Bring it up.
I got a quick precept. Psalms chapter 140. Okay, verse 1, it says, Deliver me, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, from the evil man. And we know to be Esau Edom, the seed of the son of perdition. Okay? Preserve me from the violent man,
Right.
which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. So that's a characteristic of Esau Edom. They're always out there. They're either in war or they're causing war between other nations. All right?
They've been at war perpetually 222 years out of their existence.
I believe it's not 97%
Yeah.
of the time.
Yeah. And even when they're not in a public war, they're in a private war. They've had the war on drugs for as long as you can remember.
Yeah, and they've been at war against the nation, the true Israelites,
Come.
from the beginning.
Right. So they've never not been at war. And this is what the entire controversy is about. What you've done to the daughter of Zion. Oh, it sounds like we had something to say. Who's holding up Revelation? Okay, go ahead. You got something? Bring it up. Revelation 12 and 13.
Bring it up.
All right.
26 and 7.
It's Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 6. Actually, I'm going to start at verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Okay, and Esau Edom has been lifted up. He's been given the kingdom. He's been given the rulership of the whole world. All right.
Very proud individual.
Right. and his soul is not upright within him. It says, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by one, he is a proud man. And Esau Edom is known as the most proud. All right. It says, neither keepeth at home. So who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is as death. All right, so he's always out there in other folks' business, quote unquote, bringing democracy to the nations of the world when they don't want you there anyways.
Right, they got bases everywhere.
Right, they got bases in every country. All right, these are the characteristics of Esau Edom, so-called white man.
Embassies, all that.
Right, come on. It says, and cannot be satisfied. It does not matter how much he takes from the other nations. It doesn't matter how much he takes from the children of Israel that are in captivity here. He can never be satisfied, all right? It says, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Right.
So you see in all his countries, Western Europe and over here in the United States, he has all the different nations here, and he's oppressing them all. All right? Verse 6, it says, shall not all these take up a parable against him? All right? So all of the people of the world, particularly the children of Israel, have now taken up a parable against this devil, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. We're calling him out for his wickedness. We're calling him out for his murder, his robbery, his theft, all the things that he's done, his history, and they hate it. All right? It says, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. Okay? He's became rich off the backs of the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Negroes, and all the other nations around the world.
Right.
All right?
400 years of free labor, man.
Con. It says, how long unto him that ladeth himself with thick clay. All right? There's more meat on this.
Right. Well, the thick clay going to what? A vodka.
Heavy debt, and that's what this place represents. It's a debt-bearing nation. You know, you're born, especially you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're literally born into debt in this place. You're born with a pre-subscribed debt. You know, and you know to you Israelites, man, you need to learn. This devil is never going to change. He's following his playbook. The plays, the different moves that were drawn up for him, he's following them to a T. You know? And this is the reason why. Because he's not meant to change.
This is Jeremiah chapter 13 and verse 23. Can the leopard change his skin?
Oh no, Salakia, that's Ethiopian. I wasn't looking.
This is Jeremiah chapter 13 and verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are consumed that are accustomed to do evil.
So that's right there. The so-called white man can't change. There's nothing he's ever going to do different than what he's always done.
Right.
He was created to do evil, and that's what he's going to do. And only thing you other nations and predominantly you Israelites, the only thing you can do is get caught up in his wickedness. Because he's not meant to change. You know? You're the one that's changed. You've changed to be wicked like him, to accommodate his wickedness.
I got a quick fix. Because Esau, he is the wicked.
No.
This is the book of Proverbs, 16 verse 4. It says, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yoshai has made all things for himself. Yea, even the wicked for the day of evil.
And we know that is closely approaching. You know, because everything that you're seeing happening in the world today is, like I said in the beginning, it's because of the controversy of Zion. These other nations are like a drop in the bucket.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like a drop that falleth from a bucket. They really have no value. They're just extras in a movie. You know, you walk around and make it look full, but you have no real, no scene in the movie. There's nothing you're really there for except filler. And that's what these other nations are. This whole controversy is between Jacob and Esau. You know? So this is what we're really getting into. And you know, our salvation is en route. You know? So you Israelites that's falling into this man's plot, following after this man's ways, still caught up in his system, man, you're running out of time. You really have already run out of time. If the Most High hasn't chosen to pull you out of the dust that you sit in, you know, you may be one of those 11th hours, but man, why would you want to try and wait till the last minute?
I got to precept what he was saying, how the other nations, you guys are really just side characters in the Lord's movie, all right? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 54. It says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures.
So we all come from Adam. You know, we can agree on that.
Of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen.
So now there's a distinguishment. You know, the Most High chose a certain nation of people. He didn't choose everybody. You people that stuck on that John 3:16, you're going to die in John 3:16 with never understanding, never having proper understanding.
Verse 54, it says, so like in 55, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes.
So there it is. This whole world, the whole world, the earth, was made for the children of Israel.
Verse 56, as for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing.
Something.
Nothing.
Somebody.
Nothing.
So there you have it. Enough said. You're nothing. They're nothing. You know? And the thing is, Esau is going to be less than that. You know? Hey, the Most High says these other nations are nothing. But in the end, after this great controversy and 1,000 years of captivity for you other nations, guess what? You get to go back to your own lands. You get to govern yourself under the rule and authority of Israel. But what happens to you, Esau?
That's by slaughter.
You're going to be completely annihilated. You're going to be removed off of the earth.
Yep, a little bit more on that. It says, I'm going to read that again. 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
When you have a cup of water or a bucket of water and you spill some, do you even know you spilled it? When you spill a drop, do you even know you spill it? You don't pay attention to it. You're concerned with what's in the bucket.
Even with the spittle, when you're talking, you don't even
Right.
realize,
You know?
that's what the faces are, man. In the Most High.
Spittle.
That spitter on that's so raven, so always spit in kids' face.
I got a more.
Go ahead. Finish it
All
up.
right. This is and I want to bring this out because a lot of people, they're going to say, well, that's not Canaan. All right, that's not Canaan or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
But it also says this in the book of Isaiah, chapter 40. All right, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. If you put a piece of dust on a weight balance, it holds no weight. It's not gonna move it up. It ain't gonna move it down.
It means nothing.
It means nothing. It says, behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. So the nations of the world, man, they're nothing to the Most High. They don't even move the weight of the balance. All right, he don't care. He really don't care what happens to you. Okay, that's just the truth of the scriptures, man. Everything in the Bible is made for the Israelites.
And
Right?
just to add this, Salakia, to add to what he's saying, we also understand that little cannon for you damn devils is just, that's how you try to fit yourself into our book. That's how you try to paint the likeness of yourselves into our book. Because when the Apocrypha's in, you're out. Every aspect of it tells us you're out. So you try to take the Apocrypha out so you can try to squeeze yourself in. That's why you hate the Apocrypha.
If I may add, the Old Testament itself does as well.
Right.
That's why they tell the people. See, they couldn't just completely get rid of the Old Testament.
Right.
So they try to say, well, just don't read it. We're in the New Testament now. That's what they tell you, right?
Start in the middle of the book.
Right, but we're reading the last 30%.
Gone.
But I'm gonna read this because this is straight out the 66 right here. All right, it's the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 27. It says, "And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, a people before its place, and that I am the Lord your power." your God,
Possessive, right there.
and none else.
Man.
And my people, that's possessive, my people shall never be ashamed. All right, so that's very clear. The Lord said, I am your God and none else. So he ain't dealing with other nations, man. He's dealing with the 12 tribes of Israel, okay? Which are these people, according to the prophecy, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. And you confusing the faces, all right? That's it, man.
And
Plain and simple.
We truly live in beautiful times because we are literally watching this white Christianity doctrine crumble like the damn foundations of Jericho. That march has already happened, man. We're on that seventh turn around Christianity, and it's crumbling. It holds no water anymore. It's a broken cistern. And Christianity is just about done away with. The only people holding it up are you so-called black Christians, man. The rest of these devils, they already know that's a dead-ass religion, man. It has no value.
I got 1%. This is and exactly what he was saying about how the truth is really finally coming out, man. All right. So the lies are being destroyed. 2 Ezra chapter 6. All right, in verse start at verse 28. It says, "As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome." And the corruption is coming from Esau Edom. All right, he's corrupted. He's turned the truth of the Bible into a lie, and he created the false Christianity, the false religion of the world.
False narrative.
False narrative.
Yeah, you a false image, false narrative.
Everything. It's all
false.
false.
False precepts.
Right.
Right.
All the lies are being destroyed. Read that again. 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 28. "As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome. And the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared." And you devils hate it, man. The truth, which hath been so long without fruit, is now being declared throughout the four corners of the earth. All right? The Hebrew Israelites are all over the earth, man. America, Mexico, Central America, South America, Europe, Asia, Russia. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere,
We're in
man.
every land amongst every people.
Uh.
And we look like every nation.
Uh.
Out of every nation, our people will come when they're called. Those that are of the elect, that 1/3, that innumerable number. You know what I mean? They're going to come out of every nation. You know? But, hey, you know, and that time is swiftly coming upon us. You know, like we started the lesson out, we saw Satan fall like lightning. Hey, who is Satan? The so-called white man, Esau Edom, the Caucasians, the English, the so-called English, and we say so-called because everywhere this devil goes, he takes over the people, he conquers the original people, runs them out of their own land, and then he calls himself by their heritage. You know? He changes people's identities. The true one that has been hiding in plain sight has literally been Esau. The same way the Most High hid us in plain sight, that devil has been hiding in plain sight. You know, he's been hiding under "I'm white." Really? Because I've never seen a so-called white man. Just like I've never seen a so-called black man. And they'll arrogantly stare in your face and call you black. And you gotta ask yourself why. You claim to be the smartest people, you claim to have some kind of insight and knowledge, but you can't even tell your goddamn colors. When you look at a complete brown-skinned man and call him black, you're just showing that you're the devil who the Most High says you are. Period.
Psychological warfare, man.
Come on.
That's psychological warfare, because you're going to word black, void of light.
Right.
And then they try to set themselves up as if they're the ones that
Right.
are pure. They're the
I'm
saviors
pure,
of the
I'm righteous, I'm white. No, you're not. You know? You're the damn devil that the Bible speaks about. But hey, like we said, I saw Satan fall like lightning. And this is what this devil is doing. He's doing it right now. Like I said, hey, this march is going around, man. We're on that 7th march, and we're hearing and seeing the foundations of this society crumble. Who's holding that revelation?
I got it. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, and verse 13, and it reads, "And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman, which brought forth the man child.
So, I mean, we know what that is. He persecuted Israel. You know, and that man child was Yahushua. You know, for all you people that say he was a spirit, you know, he was an actual person, born from Joseph's loins.
Right.
You know, spiritual. You know, you can't hang a spiritual man. You can't hang a man who's born of the spirit. You can't put him on the cross. You can't persecute him. You can't do nothing to him. But the scriptures lets us know he was born like his fellow brothers. You know, born of a man through a woman, through the pleasure that comes with sleep. You know, that's a Solomon.
Right.
But nevertheless, hey, this is what the controversy is in regards to. What you devils have been continuously doing, that perpetual hatred you've had for Jacob. Trying to get back something that you really never had. The birthright was never yours. It's just how it played out, where you thought you was going to get it, and then you was usurped by Yahweh.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you've kept that anger ever since.
Can I jump down to verse 17 real quick, brother?
You may.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 17, and it says, and the dragon, okay, which is Esau, Edom, okay, the so-called white man, okay, was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of the Most High and have the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach.
Man, and who has that? That's us. You know, we have that testimony.
Right, beginning with the prophets.
You know, beginning with the prophets on down. We no longer calling on your fake deities. When we close our eyes, we don't see that devil anymore in our prayers. When we call upon the true name, hey, ain't no blessed, no, ain't no Yah, none of them damn names. I don't even say them names if at all. I can avoid them at all. You know, we call on one name. The Father's name and the Son's name. Yahweh, why Yahushua? That's who we call on. You know? So, hey, if that gift hasn't been given to you, then you need to start praying and asking the Most High to do something in your life. Because you're quickly coming in a time where that name is going to be that strong tower.
Right, because Scripture says what? He winked at our ignorance. Okay, but now that we understand that name, that we can't be calling on that damn devil no more.
Come on.
I gotta push that button. All right, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 2 and verse 30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people."
Hey, brother, start at 29.
All right, you go back to Baruch chapter 2, verse 29. It says, "If ye will not hear my voice, surely this great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nations where I will scatter them."
Right, going back.
Yeah, come on, go ahead. Now speak on it. I'll follow up.
That goes back all the way to the curses.
Right.
Deuteronomy chapter 28.
Yeah.
Right.
He scattered because he didn't hear the voice of the Heavenly Father Yahweh when he spoke to Moses.
Right.
All right.
And from the time of the Babylonians to the Medo-Persians to the Greeks to the Romans to the French, the Belgians, the Spaniards, the Americans, you know, we've suffered through all of those slaveries, and they've slaughtered us wholesale. You know, and had not the Most High left a remnant, man, hey, these devils would have consumed us. You know, and they're actually getting ready to make that move one more time. They're actually getting ready to come down with great wrath. You know, hey, the scriptures is clear, man. He doesn't refer to the devil as our friends, as our brothers, as our cousins, as our compadres. The scriptures refers to this devil as our enemy.
Right.
You know, and man,
Well, you just take that name Satan and go, it's adversary, man. Right, he's adverse to the scriptures. Everything that Yahweh Hashem Yoshai has written in the scriptures, the devil is adverse to them, man.
You know, yeah.
Yep.
Hey, he built the whole doctrine off of one chapter and one verse.
Right,
He built the whole religion for you people, man.
I want to finish bringing that up.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Luke chapter 2, verse 30 says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves."
AKA America. You know? And what are we doing right now? We're remembering ourselves.
Right.
You
America, wherever else, we're
Yeah.
scattered to.
Yep.
When did the Jewish people ever lose their heritage?
Never had.
They never have.
Never
They
have.
tell you that too, because they don't understand the prophecies. They don't understand the curses. All right, except for maybe their top elites might do.
They just think because they reside in the land that automatically makes them the people.
Right.
You know? And of course, we know the truth about the whole thing, so we know who were the original slave owners, who owned the ships, you know what I mean, who made the money off of it. So, hey, we understand, why you people are holding on so tightly to a heritage that doesn't belong to you.
Right. They came on a ship, the good sheep Jesus, man.
Nah.
Come on.
I got them all on that.
Well, you got one. Hey, keep going. That's
31?
Yeah.
Okay. It says, verse 31, "And shall know that I am the Lord, their God."
Right. Because that's a pronoun.
That's
Their
a pronoun.
God, there.
Did it finish off and none else?
That's true.
That's another one. How's that finish?
It says, "For I will give them an ear, Salaki, I will give them a heart and ears to hear.
Right.
And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name."
And so what are we doing? We're thinking upon his true name.
True name.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't think upon his name and still call on the name of your oppressor. Still call on the name that your enemy gave you. Because your enemy recognizes. Our people want to make believe that Esau is this big dumbass. Esau is not a dumbass. He's an ignorant piece of shit, son of a bitch, but he's not a dumbass. You know what I mean? So he knows. Why would I let this people call on the name that all through the generations, when they called on that name, he came and he destroyed nations on account of them?
Right.
Why would I give them that name when I got it from them?
Right.
You know what I mean? And you people still calling on that abominable name, you're not thinking.
And I want to bring out a quick verse, if I may, that also adds to that, because the thing about it is, the people of the world, it's not for them anyways, but really, why would the Heavenly Father give his true name to his chosen and to their enemies?
Right.
That don't make sense.
Right.
And it tells you right here in Luke chapter 1 that the Lord is going to deliver the people from their enemies.
And if I may, before you read that, why would he give it to a people who are steady whoring after other gods? You know what I mean? The reason he took his name from us, because our people were whoring after other gods. We were literally prostituting ourselves out to every other nation's god. So why would he allow a people like that to make? That's like your wife is out and she's getting knocked off by every other nigga on the block, and you still, hey baby. Hell no.
Right.
Everybody's plowing his heifer, and you think, hey, he's still good with that. Hell no. We held the precious name of the Heavenly Father, Yasharallah. Why would he allow us to keep that name and be an abominable people?
Okay. Before I get there, matter of fact, I'm going to finish up that Baruch chapter 2. All right.
There's more.
Yeah, there's a little more.
That's probably how you get all the meat off of that bone.
Baruch chapter 2, there's only a few verses.
Come on,
Baruch
read it
chapter
out.
2, verse 33, it says, "And return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. For they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before them, which sinned before the Lord. And I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And they shall be lords of it. And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished." I want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
It says,
Keep going.
it said in that 34, "And they shall be lords of it." So that means they're gonna have total control over the land. It's not gonna be no Palestinians over there. Ain't gonna be no Arabs over there, no Persians, all these different nations, no Edomites. The children of Israel, when they go into the land, the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, is gonna send them there. He's gonna get them there, and they're gonna have full dominion. It ain't gonna be no war in the land, none of that. All right. And verse 35, it says, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, and they shall be my people.
Right.
And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them.
Right.
All right?
Body going to be at rest.
Yeah, and you other nations, you're going to be there in a servile position and bringing us all of your treasures. The best of the best. You know what I mean? From your women on down. The finest gold, the finest linen, everything, all your precious, hey, it's all going to flow into Israel. Basically, you're going to return everything you've stolen. You know? But, man, that time is coming.
I can pull that up.
You know?
Yeah, 60 there.
Okay, go ahead, bring that up, and then let's we probably. Oh yeah, go ahead. Let your brother bring. He got a precept.
It's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden
Wedge of Ophir.
wedge of
Ophir.
Ophir. So basically in the kingdom, man, me and my brothers, we're going to be looking handsome in the kingdom. The Lord said I will make a man more precious than fine gold. But basically we're going to have everything in the kingdom.
Yep. I mean, you know, hey, once this comes, we're gonna have the knowledge. You know what I mean? We're gonna have the understanding, wisdom. You know, these are things that make a man great. You know, sure, we're gonna be in perfect bodies, perfect health, perfect condition, but we're gonna have that wisdom and understanding. We're gonna have the laws put into our inward parts. You know, wisdom of Solomon level. You know, nations flocked under Solomon to hear him speak. To get understanding, you know, and that's what's going to happen again. You know, we're gonna be pulled out of this condition that we're in. You know, this stupor, this ignorant ass pants dragging around your ankles, the condition that Israel's in, man. The Most High is going to lift us up out of that, beginning with the elect. And then as the 2/3 are born back into the kingdom, they're going to come back shamefaced, but in perfection. You know, they're going to be born with these laws, statutes, commandments within them. They're going to be born loving the Lord, truly loving Him.
I got that Isaiah chapter 2. So just going into what he was saying, we're going to be returned back to our marvelous estate. All right, all the nations of the world are going to come into the holy city to learn from the children of Israel. All right, this is found in Micah chapter 4 and Isaiah chapter 2. I'm going to read Isaiah chapter 2 and verse 2. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it. And many people shall go and say, Come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem."
So there's that wisdom restored. You know, to know the law is wisdom. Surely this is a great people. You know, when we're once restored back to, man, having that knowledge once again, that level of perfection, knowing how to treat each other, knowing how to live amongst each other, man, that's true beauty, man. You know, loving our brothers and sisters, not chasing after our brother's woman, you know, not looking to kill each other, lifting each other up instead of putting each other down, putting foot to the other nations instead of each other. You know, hey, when they come with that little simplicity about what trying to get us to do something to each other, the one they come at with is going to put foot to tail. You know, it's going to be a beautiful time, man. But, hey.
I got that in Isaiah 11.
Okay, yeah, bring that out and then grab that Ecclesiasticus. And we're gonna, because right now what we're wanting to, you know, we're gonna, hey, our enemies are gonna watch our rise while they decline. You know, all those that look at us with disgust, all those that turn their nose up at us, all those that frown at us, you know, look at us like we're less than nothing. Hey, the time is coming when that's gonna get nipped in the butt. You know, that's the time. Time is coming when y'all gonna be, hey, me nigga too. You know, but nah, you're not gonna be. You know, you're gonna be of that other nation, that other seed.
Yep, con. Isaiah chapter 11, and Isaiah chapter 11, and verse 13. All right, this is kind of going into what he was saying about how we're not going to be enemies of ourselves anymore. We're not going to look at our brothers and want to kill. We're not going to look at our brothers and want to hurt. We're not going to have any ill intention. All right, the Lord is going to restore the unity between the nation of Israel, all 12 tribes, Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. All right, it's Isaiah 11 and verse 13. It says, "The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim." All right, Judah represents the head tribe of the southern kingdom, and Ephraim is the largest tribe of the northern kingdom. Right. So, southern kingdom, the Negroes, the so-called Negroes, and the northern kingdom, so-called Latinos and Native American Indians. They're not going to be at war with each other anymore. We're all coming together as one nation under Yahweh Shai. All right, verse 14. It says, "But they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines toward the west, and shall spoil them of the east together. They shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them." All right? So Edom, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, Moab, the Chinese, and the children of Ammon, all right, the so-called Japanese, shall obey them. All the nations of the earth are going to be in subjection under Yahweh Shai, King David, 144,000 men on down. All right? In the righteous order. Con. Yep. That's all I got.
Yeah. And that's all coming to us once this devil goes down, man. Once his rulership is taken away from him, okay, and the nation of Israel is established, okay, Yasharallah, okay, the kingdom, that's what's coming to our people, man. Okay?
Right at Ecclesiastes 25 and 7.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, this is the part we're looking forward to now. You know, we're seeing the fall of our enemy, but now,
We got something to look forward to. Yeah.
you know, hey, come on.
Yeah.
Yep. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 7. "There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children."
Hey, you know, and that's something else, you know, especially, you know, being a man in America, man, you don't get the joy of your children. You know? They're usually used as weapons against you. You know? Hey, to have children here is a burden, man. You know? She can threaten you with them. She does all kind of different things. And if you do anything, she can take them. And then her and Uncle Bob will raise your kids and turn them into complete demons. Degenerates. You know?
Right, Con. Yep. It says, "A man that hath joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy."
And this is our prayer, man. Hey, we know the mystery that not all of us will die. So there will be many, you know, of us that will live to see the fall of our enemies, man. And this is what we're praying for. You know, we're watching this now. We're watching the fall of our enemy right now as we speak. Those of us that have been given this gift of understanding, of wisdom, hey, we're seeing it. We know what's happening. If you're in the street, if you're still in that so-called sleep position, you really don't understand what's going on. You know, you think that this place falling is a bad thing. Those of us that are in the know, we recognize, hey, this is a good thing. This is the fall of our enemies. Deuteronomy 28 tells us that there you will be sold to your enemies. You know, but our people now, you know, that was in the past. What they did to my great-great-grandmother and great-great-grand, that's in the past. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
Second Ezra chapter 4, all right, and verse 28, it says, "But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Man.
If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with good." All right, so if I may speak on that.
Yeah.
So essentially what they're saying is that this place, the daughter of Babylon, the land of the north, which is America, evil has been sown here, all right? This place was established and founded on murder, bloodshed, wickedness, robbery, all right? And until this place is completely flipped upside down and toppled on its head, all right, the kingdom of heaven cannot come. They cannot coexist together, all right? In order for the kingdom to come, Yahushua to return, well, when Yahushua returns, he's going to utterly and absolutely destroy this place, all right? And when that happens, that is when the kingdom of heaven shall be established on the face of the earth, a new heaven and a new earth, as it says in 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13, I believe, all right? So that's what the hopeful elect is praying for. We're out here doing the work that, Lord willing, we may be found accounted worthy, all right, to be seen and counted blameless in the eyes of Yahushua when he returns, all right? That's what we're hoping and praying for. And we know it's not through works, it's by faith, but you know, you got to do your best to keep the commandments, all right?
Hey, read that first part again, and then I want him to bring out what he's holding real quick.
That, second Ezra?
Yeah, what you just read, the first part of it again.
Yeah. Second Ezra chapter 4 and verse 28, it says, "But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come." So
this is what I wanted him to read, because a lot of our people are in that mindset that it's been so long, nothing is going to happen. That, you know, since, what does it say? Since our fathers fell asleep, everything has continued as it always was. But we're here to tell you it's going to happen. And this is what I wanted the brother to bring out real quick to go along with that.
It's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie."
So, hey, everything that has been written, everything that we've been told from our apostles and elders, according to this word, hey, the vision is going to speak. We're literally witnessing the words leap off the page right now. What's old is now speaking anew. It's speaking fresh. We're seeing it. Everything that the scriptures has been saying, we're literally witnessing it. And if all the past manifested itself according to the scriptures and the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, what makes you think that the rest won't?
Though it tarry, wait for it.
And we're waiting patiently, bringing out this word, doing what we've been told to do.
Because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
And it ain't tarrying, it's happening. And what you consider time and what the Most High consider time are two completely different things. The Most High exists outside of time. We live in this time bubble. But make no bones, man, this is going to happen. It's happening, and we're a witness to it. Come on, you got, yeah, the brother got a precept. You had another one?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right quick.
Okay.
It's second Exodus, Ezra, the 7th and verse 43. "For the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for the come, wherein corruption is past."
Right. And that immortality only pertains to the children of Israel.
Right.
That's the only people that are going to receive that immortality. to the same people that were under the original covenant are the one and only people that are going to be under the new covenant. You know, hey, you damn devils considering yourselves to be part of something, you know, and that's why you created a covenant in and of itself for yourselves, one that's already in effect. You know, that's why you claim that, because you recognize that you're not part of the covenant of Israel. You never were, you never will be. You've attempted, like I said earlier, you removed the Apocrypha so you could attempt to insert yourself where you didn't fit. But you don't fit in this book. The only place you fit is Obadiah and sections of Isaiah which condemn you.
Right. That's why they created all the falsehoods, man.
Right.
They created falsehoods. They X'd out the Lord, took away his image, took away his purpose of why he came. Right. So they could include themselves.
Yeah, that's why they made an entire Bible out of John 3:16. Because you needed to fit yourself in. And as long as you can keep people in a stupid-ass American English type of mentality, then they'd never even look up and they'd never consider. And even when they were told what that world in John 3:16 represents, they wouldn't care.
Right. Instead of our men having a rulership type mentality,
right,
they have a docile type
know?
mentality, man. Look at the majority. A lot of our men, man, they have that effeminate spirit upon them.
Huh?
We just saw one that just came up.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
About how they are just kind of trying to throw themselves into the new covenant, into the salvation and all that. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 10, and I'm gonna start at verse 20.
That's why I said Salaki. That's why I said Obadiah and Isaiah. That's where you guys fit into the scriptures at.
Right.
You know, under condemnation section, under section marked condemnation. You know, total annihilation, complete downfall.
This is Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 20. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them.
And who smote us? Who is
Esau.
continuing to smote us with a continuous stroke?
Right.
Who never let up?
We saw even the so-called white man. All right. But shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. All right. So there's no, it ain't, because they're talking about, well, you know, we're spiritual Israelites. No, the Lord created a separation, and you're either of the seed of Israel or you're not. All right. And not every nation has been smitten by the nations of the world. All right. It's only really happened to the children of Israel, for the most part, at least in the, you know, in the way of under the curses. All right. The children of Israel have received the worst punishment out of any nation on the face of the earth.
It was just say under the whole heaven has not been done, has been done as to the children of Israel.
Exactly.
Well, roughly paraphrasing, but basically, hey, nobody's got, you know, and this devil loves to attempt to use other nations' plights as a comparison with ours.
Right.
Hey, there's nothing that's been done to any nation as it's been done to this nation. You know,
Yep.
no people are as destroyed as our people,
Yep.
who have left off from that king mentality to one that exists today.
Right. And it's meant to be that way. That's how we know who we are. That's a sign unto us.
Nah, yeah, right,
I
right.
may get that. I got it already. You know, so we'll get that right there.
I think, were you holding something else? Or, okay, you're holding what I wanted to hold.
Go ahead, bring us through.
Well, no, he's holding what to get back on topic with what we're going with. But go ahead, bring out your precept, and then, yep.
Okay. So once again, as you said, that these things happened only unto the children of Israel, and it's for a sign so that they knew who they are, because it was all written from the beginning. You know, they would lose their heritage, they'd be oppressed, all these different things, man. And the devil, Esau Edom, tried to hide who we were. But we know through these curses, all right? Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 45. It says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee, and they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
Hey, that's why we're in. Hey, that's why it's so easy to recognize Israel today.
Right.
If you just look, if you believe the Bible according to what it says, and not the that false context notion that Christians always run to as soon as they get confounded. You know, you can read the Bible verbatim, and a Christian is the first thing out of his mouth is, "You're taking it out of context, brother."
Right.
But it says what it says. If it says, "Jacob have I loved and Esau have I hated," and then before it even says that, it says, "As it is written." As it is written is the goddamn context. Jacob have I loved and Esau have I hated. There's your context. The Most High loves Jacob. He hates Esau. There's no getting around it. There's no other context to it. But you devils have figured out, you know, you think you basically treat everybody like you're smarter than them. And they don't know shit. So you can, you know, oh, you're taking it out of context. No, you're wrong, Colonel Sanders. You know, you're the one taking everything out of context. You're the one inserting yourself where you don't fit.
I got a quick precept. This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 26. And it says, "And beside all this, between us and you, there is a great gulf fixed, so that they which would pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us that will come from thence."
Hey, so when that time is finally here, and you're in the position that was rightfully yours in the first place, the base man of the earth, you're never going to cross that chasm again to being in any kind of rulership position.
Yep.
And the remainder of your existence, because from that period for 1,000 years, the remaining of your existence is going to be in complete and utter servitude and bondage.
Yep.
And then after that,
No more pasty, milky, you know.
doughy panlo looking ass. You know what I mean? It's goodbye, Felicia. You know, it's just that simple. You know, hey, the downfall of our enemies. So bring that Leviticus out for me, please.
This is Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 7. "And ye shall chase your enemies."
So, hey, the time is coming, man. The time is coming. When once Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai rises up to the prey and gives us, turns the fishermen into hunters. Hey, man, we're going to annihilate you guys, man. We're going to chase you down, put you in chains, because death is too sweet. Death is a sweet release. Death is too good for you, man. Hey, we want that same level of defiance when you put in chains.
Chains gonna be heavy too.
And you can't do shit about it. You can't kill us. You can't do nothing to us. You're just going to get put into you're going to go instantly into a position of servitude.
Got that precept to bring out.
Bring them out, bro. Bring them out.
Psalms chapter 149 and verse 5. It says, "Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Let the high praises of Yahweh be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand."
That's a literal.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not a metaphorical sword. That's a literal sword. And what are we going to do with it?
It says to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron.
You know? Hey, and you devils have only to go to one of your great thinkers, Einstein. What is vengeance? Vengeance is the reaction to an action. You know what I mean? You don't seek to get vengeance on a person that hasn't wronged you, that hasn't done you right. You know what I mean? Hey, vengeance comes for people that have done wickedly unto you.
Right.
That's what vengeance. There's an action, and then there's a reaction. You show me love, my reaction is love. Unless I'm an Edomite, then you show me love, my reaction is to hack you down and enslave you. Like your favorite Columbus, whom you just got done celebrating. He came to the indigenous people, they showed him love, his only mindset, put him in captivity. You're going to get that same level of love in a minute, man. That vengeance. dig it all up,
All
brother.
right. The last verse of Psalms 149, in verse 9, it says, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints, praise ye the Lord. All right. And I also want to bring out Ezekiel 25 if I may. All right, I'll bring it
25
out.
and 12.
Yeah, you already know. All right. Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 12. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and hath greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and there the Dan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. All right? So the children of Israel are going to receive that power. Okay? They're going to receive the power, and they're going to do to Edom according to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai's vengeance. All right?
Hey, and what he's bringing out goes perfectly with what you
Ready?
ready to bring out, man.
Bring
Because
it out, bring it out.
basically, hey, that vengeance is going to come with spiritual power.
Right, right.
You know?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 18, and verse 37. And it says, I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them.
This one.
Neither did I turn again till they were consumed.
Hey, man, speak on it.
Yeah,
You know?
man. I mean, when we get that spiritual power, Lord willing, we be amongst those men. Hey, man, our enemies aren't going to be able to do anything. Okay? We're going to chase them down. We're going to catch them. We're going to do whatever we want with them. Okay? And it said again, it says, I have pursued my enemies and overtaken them. Neither did I turn again till they were consumed.
Hey, so basically the same way you have pursued us, the same type of level of rage you put on us, just picture that on a godlike level.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because hey, we're gonna bring it to you, hey, full strength, man. It's gonna be full strength. That vengeance, man. It's not gonna be mixed with mercy, mixed with love, mixed with hey, I'm sorry I got to do this to you. No, you're gonna get it both. You're gonna get everything you delivered to us times two.
Nice.
That cup that we were made to drink, you're gonna drink it. You're gonna drink it down. You know?
Verse 38, it says, I have wounded them that they were not able to rise. They are fallen under my feet. For thou hast girded me with strength unto the battle. Thou hast subdued under me those that rose up against me. See, and that's going to begin with Esau, Edom, but not just Esau, but the rest of these heathen nations, man. They've all risen up against us. Okay, they've all had taken a part in Israel's spoil. They all benefited from us going down as a nation. It says, thou hast also given me the necks of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me.
God, I mean, hey, because hey, all you other nations, you look at we can see it in your face when you're dealing with us. The contempt you have for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's insane because anytime y'all go through something, you want our sympathy.
Right.
You want the so-called black man to be sympathetic to your plight. But none of you damn people have ever stood up for us and said, hey, what about what you're doing to those people?
Yeah. Who has bemoaned thee?
Right. None of you devils,
None.
man. None of you other nations. You Moabites, you Ammonites, you Hagarenes, none of y'all. You've seen our plight. And what do? Hey, the scripture says, and the dogs lick their wounds. You other nations, you dogs lick our wounds. You come in, hey, what does every Asian know when they're born over there in China and Japan? They know, hey, if I can just get to America with a couple of boxes of weed, I can send my whole goddamn family through college and live in a mansion. Because there's a certain nation of people whose women will buy that weed without question. And the blonder, the better. There's a reason why these damn people know this. Because like dogs, they lick our wounds. But that's going to cease and desist.
Right, right.
The Most High is getting ready to bring us out of this, man. And you other nations, just don't even bother asking for mercy.
All right.
Come, bring it
It's the
up.
book of Jeremiah, chapter 15 and verse 5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem?
None. None have had pity on us, man. You know, and hey, they got us to the point where our own people don't pity each other. No love from our own each other, let alone these other nations that they don't feel like they need to. Hey, your own people don't love you. Watch it out.
It says, or who shall bemoan thee, or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest?
Man, hey, the only time they ever give a damn about you is when they need your vote. And they really don't need your vote. They just, you know, make you feel like you did something. You know, but hey, these devils is gonna make whatever happen. Hey, these presidents, they're selected. They're not elected. So whether or not you rush out there and put in, hey, you ain't black if you don't vote for him, you people, man, you know.
Right. Verse 41, it says, they cried, but there was none to save them, even unto the Lord, Jesus, Jesus. But he answered them not.
Hey, and we know, hey, you are the name, that's the name you're going to call on.
Right, right.
Because what do we know about the true name of the Heavenly Father and His Son? The name of the Lord is dreadful among you heathen. So you ain't fixing to call that name.
No.
You know, you ain't gonna call that name. And Lord willing, He bring an exact replica of Cesare Borgia back so he can get his ass whooped.
Yeah. It
You
says,
know what I mean?
says, then did I beat them, small as the dust before the wind. I did cast them out as the dirt in the streets.
There go that rod of iron again.
One more, brother.
Come
It
on.
says, thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen.
Should
Says,
be the head and not the tail.
says, a people whom I have not known shall serve me.
Hey, it was, and that was King David speaking. So hey, that same spirit is coming back and back into a rulership position.
Right.
You think he changed his mind about you devils? You think when he comes back he going, oh no, I'm good with the Edomites now. No, he gonna have that same mentality. You know, that war with Amalek is gonna kick smooth back off on a full scale. Hey, y'all gonna get beat down to powder. You know what I mean? You gonna gonna have you by your throats.
I got that. How the Lord's gonna come back? How he's gonna show Esau love? I got that.
Yeah.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 63. It says, who is that? That cometh from Edom, with dyed garments from Basra. All right, Basra was the chief city of Esau back in the day. All right, it says, this that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength, I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. So it's speaking of Yahushua. All right, but the word ignorantly calls Jesus. It says, wherefore art thou red in thine apparel? So why is your apparel red? It said, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat. It says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in mine anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
Hey, and we go ahead. You want to do it?
Yeah, verse 4. Yep. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeem is to come. So at the same time, and he's going to come, he's going to trample the people, he's going to trample these Edomites and smash them like grapes. And their blood is going to spray up all over his clothes, you see? All right, and at the same time, he's going to deliver the elect.
Right.
This is the day of his vengeance and the year of the redeemed. All right.
And you Christians love the metaphorical, so let me clarify that for you. Ain't gonna be a drop on his raiment.
Right. Right.
Them weapons that you devils always love, you and your Homo sapiens and your guns. Hey, you're gonna be met with far superior weaponry. And when you get hit with that weaponry, there's gonna be nothing you can do. You're gonna go down. You're gonna go down bad. You know what I mean? So, hey, he's not gonna get a drop of your vile blood on his garment.
Right. It's just symbolic.
Symbolic. Them lasers is gonna be zapping y'all in the powder. Those missiles are gonna be sweeping you with the beastum of destruction. You know what I mean? Hey, them fanners is gonna get that fire going. And we're gonna get into that, Lord will, but
Right.
come on.
I got a quick precept, brother.
Go ahead. Bring
It's
it
in
up.
Revelation chapter. It's so much, but I'm gonna start off with 18. Chapter 14, verse 18, and it says, "And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, Thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe." Right. It says, "And the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High." Going back to that stomping of them grapes. Look, "And the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs." Just saying what? There's going to be a lot of bloodshed, man. A lot of bloodshed.
There's a reason why the scripture says 10,000 at thy right and 1,000 at thy left, yet it shall not befall thee. Come, bring that with please. Because it's going to be a lot of death when the Most High, man, when he returns, he's going to get the high score.
Mm-hmm.
You devils think that you the master at murder, you know, and it's crazy because when one of our people might kill 2 or 3 people or wild out and snap out and kill a couple people, and then all of a sudden he's the worst thing walking. But what do you devils do? You drop bombs on people, you go into school and you kill 20 and 30 at a time, you know, and the news acts like, poor little Timmy got upset because his mommy wouldn't buy him that new train and he shot up a couple of, but when a brother has a problem with somebody and he goes in there and shoots that person he got a problem with, oh, the wicked, evil black man. You know, you people are trying to portray us always in an ill light. But we know who you wicked are. We know who is the murder man, the professional, the guy that holds the belt, the world title belt of murder. And that's you damn Edomites.
Right.
From Cain on up. You've been killing and murdering. Nobody does it better, but the Howard Shai is going to show you how it's really done. You people are literally getting ready to be brought to the king of terrorists.
Right. It's a lot here, but I'm going to try to get to the point. I'm going to start off in the Psalm 91 verse 5. It says, "Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday."
Hey, those of us that have this knowledge, because this is the knowledge and wisdom that's going to be the stability of our time.
Right.
So we're not going to be in fear of what we know Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is bringing through his left-hand power.
Right. The missiles.
Come on. He's sending them missiles here.
Right.
I got a piece of that.
Right. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall come not. It shall not come nigh thee.
So this is why in scriptures also says, hey, they shall scarcely be saved.
Right.
So we're literally going to be right there.
Right.
You know, hey, when that beam surrounds you and starts bringing you up, it's also going to be a hedge around you. shielding you from the destruction. So we're literally going to witness the thousands and the 10,000s, man.
Right.
But if you are part of that elect, it's not going to come near you. Hey, like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the furnace. Hey, the smell of smoke, when you hit the chariot, you're going to be shook. But, hey, ain't going to be no smell of smoke on you. Ain't going to be that dead body smell on you. None of that. You know what I mean? Salvation. Tom, bring that out and then grab that 143.
This is the book of Job, chapter 5. All right? And I'm going to start at verse 19. It says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. And number 7 is the number of completion. All right? So he's going to completely cover you from all the evils that are going to come upon the face of the earth for his will. All right? Verse 20, it says, in famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shall not sin. Verse 25. Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thine offspring as the grass of the earth. Thou shalt come to thy grave in a full age, like as a shock of corn cometh in his season. All right? So the Lord, he's saying he's going to protect the elect, man. All right? From all these troubles, complete number of evils that are going to come upon the face of the earth. All right? Famines, wars, pestilence, all the plagues. All right? Al-Rachasam, we are that number. Okay, we're going to be protected from all the evil that's going to come upon the face of the earth, man. That's what we're hoping for, that's what we're praying for.
Right.
But for the 2/3, they're going to be victims of it, all right?
You know,
They're going to be destroyed.
And the reason they're going to be victims and destroyed is because you don't trust. You know what I mean? A lot of you are preparing yourselves to get that MOT to the B because you don't trust.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're going to literally tell Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, I don't trust you. You know what I mean? I have no faith in you. I need to feed my family. I need to take care of my... Hey, just like in the wilderness, when you didn't believe, you know, hey, and then you griped and complained. You received angels' food, manna from heaven, and yet, you know, you guys complain. But we know throughout time and throughout history, hey, has any ever trusted in the Lord and been forsaken? You know, hey, this is when the famine was happening, when Elijah declared that it would be no rain. But how was he eating? How was he fed?
Start at 2:6.
Yeah, start at 2:6.
It's 1 Kings chapter 17, verse 2. And the word of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai came unto him, saying, get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan.
So right here, when the Most High had Elijah shut the rain off, he sent Elijah a place where nobody would be able to bother him, and where he'd have water to drink.
Right.
And what else?
And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the raven to feed thee there.
We shall be in league with the beasts of the field. We see the Most High had the ravens feed him.
Yeah, we're getting ready to come into those same miracles, man.
Con. And this is why we go through what we go through now. So that our faith will be on that level
Right.
when those times come. Because when the time of Jacob trouble comes, you ain't going to be able to get ready. If you're not ready, there's going to be no getting ready.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we see right here that the Most High takes care of his own. And man, the very birds, the ravens, the Most High had the ravens feed him. You know, I don't know, y'all know the story of Daniel when he was in how he ate when he was in the lion's den. But that, what's that?
Habakkuk.
Habakkuk. You know, the angel snatched him up
For the locks.
by his locks and took him over there. You know what I mean? Hey,
I don't even know where Babylon is.
gotcha. Hey, we serve the Almighty, a righteous power. There's nothing he can't do, and nothing he won't do for his elect. You know, man. Hey, but you have to learn to trust. You know, and really, you can only obtain that level if that's what he wants you to do.
Right.
You know, and that's why we fear the Heavenly Father and His Son.
I got,
That, man.
I got a precept, bro.
Okay, and then this, yeah, what do I have you go?
Uh,
I think 143.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. This is 143 and 12. That's all I really wanted. Yeah. Go back to what I was.
I'm gonna bring out this.
What I had you on Psalm 59 and 1.
All right, this is Sirach chapter 2 and verse 10, and it says, "Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded?
Right.
Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?" Verse 11, "For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction." All right, so it's telling you the characteristics of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, and it says that he's very pitiful and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction.
Right.
And you got to trust and believe in that. All right.
Our faith's gonna be has to be at a really high level, man. But we know that's gonna have to come through the power and spirit Yahweh Hashem Yoshai. It's not gonna be nothing of ourselves. But what the Lord is preparing us,
Yeah.
okay, for that time.
He's giving us those faith builders right now. You know, those building blocks for faith.
If you faint in the day of adversity, your faith is weak, and we see that happening. A lot of people, y'all ain't got no faith because y'all not even believing in the true power, the Holy One of Israel in the first place. When that 1-9 hit, a lot of people, they had no answers because the church ain't got no answers for you, so they fell out. You know?
And that not just was the church, but that was the ancient men of our people right now. These other camps, their elders, their leaders would tell, hey, go get it. Do what you gotta do. You gotta feed your kids, right?
Right.
You know? Hey, but the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, hey, they was like, hey, don't do it.
Don't do it. Right.
Period. Point blank, end the conversation.
Right.
Trust in the Most High, trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and He'll give you what you need.
Right.
That other job is just, he's got the other job waiting lined up. All you got to do is not do what these devils is trying to get you to do, and the window's already been open. The door is closed. If you let the door close, the window's open. The windows, he's already got the window open, but you terrified that door gonna close. So you ain't gonna let it close. You're gonna go ahead and get that thing, and now, hey,
Right.
that's no longer available to you.
Right. You gotta believe when there's no lights on, you're gonna have lights.
Come.
You gotta believe when there's no food, you're gonna open your refrigerator, there's gonna be food.
If we serve a power strong enough to make that happen,
You gotta believe it.
without question,
Right. But them damn ninjas, man, they would have got that Capri Sun.
right away.
Right away.
Yeah, right away. That Fauci ouchie was right there for him. You know?
Yep.
I got that song.
Well, I don't know, you guys. You want to keep it rolling?
It's up to
or,
you.
know? Yeah. Okay.
Keep rolling.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead. I'll try to
Bring up that song.
Yeah, Psalms 143 and 12.
Okay.
You know, and this is continuing on what with our enemies. You know.
Right. Can I get 11 first?
You don't even have to ask.
Psalm chapter 143, verse 11. It says, "Quicken me, O Lord, for thy name's sake.
Amen.
For thy righteousness' sake, bring my soul out of trouble. And of thy mercy, cut off mine enemies, and destroy all them that afflict my soul. For I am thy servant."
Right. And what is the role we're in now? You know, in that servant position. You know?
In affliction.
In affliction. You know. And we're asking the same thing our king did. Hey, just like our king hates you devils,
Perfect case.
Perfect nation.
you know what I mean? Hey, ain't no love, ain't no love, you know? But, hey, we're asking the Messiah, we're asking Yahweh Shem Yahushua for the same thing our King David did. Cut off our enemies.
Right.
You understand? More?
Nah, that's it for that.
Okay. Yeah, you're holding Luke?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the book of Luke. I'm sorry, 68.
You start wherever you want.
It's the
brother.
book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. And it says, "Blessed be the Lord power of Israel."
So, hey, there's the context. You know, the Lord, the power of Israel, the God of Israel.
Right, right. For he hath visited and redeemed his people.
Hey, and what's happening? We now know who we are. We now know the true name of the Heavenly Father and the Son to call upon.
Right. We
We
know who our enemies are.
Right. We know who our enemies are. We're no longer leaning on this devil for our necessities.
Right.
You know? Come.
Right. And he has raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David.
So there's Yahweh. That's that power. That's our power source, man. We are being returned to our power source. We're getting plugged back in. You know, hey, a lamp that's not plugged in produces no light. We are now being plugged back into our power source.
Right.
You know, hey, and that's why we got to be cleaned up and made ready for that power source, or it's just gonna pop that light. You know what I mean? That power source is immense. It has no limiter.
It says, "As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began."
Always been there
Right.
from the time of Adam,
Right. In the
until
cool of the day.
cool of the day till right now. You know, we got the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, and we know who the true apostles and the elders are. And we know who the false prophets are.
Right.
You know, it's evident.
That we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us.
And we know, hey, nobody can do unto us what's been done to us and claim it's been in love.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nobody can torture us, treat us trodden down, you know, make laws and policies that always affect us adversely, do different things to us and pretend like we don't recognize what's being done. You know, take our so-called civil rights and apply them to the LGBTQXY crooked letter people and act like, hey, when it comes to us, no, that's not happening to you. Nah, you be all right. Nah, there's nothing I can do about it. They're really not racist. You know, when they lynch you, hang you, call you all kind of names, do all kind of abominable things to you, nah, you're really not being mistreated. This is a fair place now, brother. We're all, hey, there's a possibility for us all.
We're all equal.
We're all equal, right. We're all equal. I know I have everything. I got the mansion with the good neighborhood. You're in the ghetto, can barely take care of yourself, barely struggling to hold on. I'm making $200,000-$300,000 a year, and you're making 20 and 30,000. You know, but we're equal, brother. The Lord loves you. Get your ass out of here. You damn devils, man. We know you hate us. That's pure hatred. Calling me black, that's hatred. But hey, we see it now. That white supremacy, hey, it's a wrap with that shit. That shit is crumbling like the walls of Jericho.
It says to perform the mercy promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant.
And what was that mercy? You know, hey, there's a reason why our land right now is in such an upheaval. You know, hey, these devils had a wag the dog event so they could go in and genocide and kick an entire race of people out of a small ass 14 square mile area. Everybody knows what you're doing. You get ready to go in there and finish stealing them people's land. Hey, with the help and the blessings of this place.
Right.
Who gave you your playbook? The same way they came over here and stole the indigenous man's land. You're just doing the same thing. But the fact is, that land don't belong to neither one of y'all. So in the end, basically the Most High is getting those out of there because that land is going to be destroyed just like this one is. You know what I mean? You know, so, hey.
I gotta preach.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, bring it out.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
And who does that better than Esau Edom, the AKA the white man?
Says when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Because he's in the position to do whatever he wants to do to you.
Right, the earth was given into the hand of the
The
wicked.
Come on. Job
Verse
9,
2.
24.
And they covet fields and take them by violence.
Man, and what's he doing right now? He's literally in a ground offensive against the people. Hey, these people control the sea and they control everything around so-called Hamas. How the hell can they get anything in? You know it's a wag the dog event. So that they can implement the same way they did over here, so they can implement their wicked policies and laws. And they can justify taking everything from these people.
Right.
It says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
So, hey, what did they do, man? They took, hey, when we came out of our slavery, our people were building towns, building little cities, doing things, coming up. You know, that so-called Black Wall Street, that was just one of many places. And what did this devil do? He drowned, there's a term called drown town. He burned them out, he shot them out, he hung them out, he bombed them out, he destroyed them. Our heritage was our last name and who we were. Yasharallah. He attempted to take that from us. But he knows he can't refer to himself according to the biblical terms, so what does he call himself? Israelis, Jewish. You know, creates a new Israel. It's Yasharallah.
It says, verse 3, therefore, thus said the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. In that day shall one take up a parable against you, and lament with the doleful lamentation, and say, we be utterly spoiled. He hath changed the portion of my people. How hath he removed it from me? Turning away, he hath divided our fields. Therefore, thou shalt have none that shall cast a cord by lot in the congregation of the Lord. All right, so essentially, you know, it's coming out, man. All the wickedness, all the evil, all right? All the atrocities that the man of sin has committed are being thrown into his face,
right.
All right? We as the children of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians are out here proclaiming, okay, crying aloud, spare not, lifting up our voice like trumpets. We're telling the people, hey, turn away from your sins because the Lord's about to destroy this devil.
Right, shaking that finger at him, man.
Shaking the finger at him, right? Come on. You know, letting them know, hey, man, we know what you did, we know who you are, and we're proclaiming the Lord's going to destroy you and your kingdom. Abu Ratazah. But it's in the prophecies, man. They can't escape it.
Yeah, it's his will. So yeah, it's just a matter of time. You know, though it tarry, wait for it, for it shall not tarry, it will surely come.
It shall surely come.
You still got more on that? You want to look?
Yeah.
Okay, keep
This is Luke 1:73. It says, the oath which he swore to our father Abraham, that he would grant unto us that we be delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear.
Man. So, hey, you know, and all of this is so that we can get the understanding because, you know, hey, through that Christianity crap, you know, our people have been taught salvation is to be saved from sin.
Right.
You know what I mean? Negative. Salvation is to be saved from one's enemy and all that hate us.
Right.
You know?
From impending doom.
From impending doom.
Right.
You know? Hey, from the man who pretends like he doesn't hate you. But we've wiped the looking glass, man. We've wiped the looking glass now, you devils. We can see clearly again. And we can see that your wickedness has not been altogether done away with. It's still all up in there.
Right.
Just evil, wicked, and nasty. And nothing has changed with you devils.
Hey, ask a Christian what they're saved from. They ain't gonna be able to answer you.
No.
Well, you know, they say sin, which I mean is true. Israel does have a sin problem, okay, but that's just one a part of it, man.
Come.
Okay,
Come.
we got to be delivered from our enemies. We're in their hands, man, as the scripture says.
Still got more on that? Or you?
I'm barely on 5. This is one to go all the way down to 80, right? Yeah, bring out your precept,
Yeah,
brother.
bring us precept.
Well, he's actually, are you holding a precept or are you holding what I wanted? You got a precept? Go ahead, bring your precept out.
In the Psalms chapter
Read it loud, brother.
Psalms chapter 83 and verse 1. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, slacken, and they that hate thee lift up the head.
Yep.
Right, because they're proud, man.
That's kind.
All our enemies, they're proud against the children of Israel, man.
That's right.
You can see it in their face, man, when they look at us. You know? Look down their nose like they looking down their nose at us, but they really don't understand. We're looking at our nose.
Right.
You know what I mean? We have Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. You don't.
Yeah.
Who should be the one that has, you know?
Hey, real quick, bro. I'll be at work. These damn devils, man, come
Uh-huh.
up. I'm like, I want to say something so bad, but I said, you know what?
Yeah.
Wait, just wait to the kingdom, man.
Man,
Just
you know?
wait to the kingdom.
You got a little more on it? All right.
They have taken crafty counsel thy people against thy people.
Against thy people. No, keep going. Against that people.
And consulted against thy hidden one.
Right. The hidden ones. Okay. And who was the hidden ones? It's Israel.
Right.
Hidden right in plain sight, man.
Yeah.
Okay. He said we were mingled amongst the heathen.
Right. And they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Right, and that's what they've done, man. They said let us cut them off from being a nation. So they took away our heritage. Okay, they gave us a white man Jesus. Okay, they gave us Christianity. Okay, all the falsehoods that they put upon our people. And what do our people do? They eat it up.
Man,
They ran with it.
swoon and cry, especially the women. You know, hey, that's why these so-called Christian churches are full of the black woman. You know what I mean? Because she is mesmerized by this devil.
She thinks she knows
You
it all.
know? And this devil has given her leeway to be as wicked as she want to be. As wicked as she can be. He got her. He got her back. Do whatever you want. I got you. You and her and Uncle Bob, hey, you can kick your man out the house. Uncle Bob will step in. You know what I mean? Tickle their nuts. Treat your kids like, you know, take them out for ice cream and candy and whatever other abomination he wants to do with them. You know, and she got nothing to say about it. Oh, it's Uncle Bob. He look like Jesus. So he, you know, he good. Hey man, the Most High you women are gonna pay for the things you've done, man. Not getting out of this thing.
I got a precept on that.
Okay, yeah, bring that out and then
All right.
Psalm 44 and 7. Why do I want to see that shit go up?
Madness, man.
Right, and all he got to do, and see, that's why, you know, they're so pathetic in their own way. All he has to do is ride around and make that abominable noise.
40 is here.
But if a so-called black man turns his radio up down, he gets a noise pollution. But this devil can ride around making that goddamn noise, and it's all good. You know? What the fuck kind of hypocritical nation do we live in?
Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 7. That same dude been
Man,
running around.
Yahweh Ratazah, these devils crash and leave themselves in a horrible condition. Horrible condition.
They're gonna be
Not
destroyed,
dead,
man.
but at the edge of death. Like right there at the brink of it, where it takes them months to recover. If they have that long. Man, just, you know, that foolishness.
Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 6. My people have been a lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. Verse 7. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we have fed not, because they have sinned against the Lord, the habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. All right, so, you know, the wicked of the earth, man, they think that they're justified. But when they do evil, they try to look at the flaws of the children of Israel and other nations and say, oh, well, they're, you know, they always point the finger, oh, look at that, they did this, they did that.
Hey, well, the other nations have always had an understanding. If they be right with their power, leave them alone. Lest, Shlaki, I can't remember how that, you know what that said? I believe so. Where these other, you know, they know, hey, leave Israel alone if they're right with their power. Because, hey, their power will destroy you. But if they be wrong, if they're not doing what they're supposed to do, and I'm roughly paraphrasing because we want to go ahead and wrap it. But basically, hey, when we're on point, nothing can touch us.
Right, that's right.
You know? And well, we, you know, hey, we already know we haven't been on point. But the Most High is bringing His elect and getting them back on point.
Right.
Putting them back in a position,
Right.
raising them up.
I will set them in order before thy
Before
eyes.
Right.
God.
Yeah.
Man. All right, you hold that 59? All right, 59 and 1.
God. This is Psalms chapter 59, verse 1. Deliver me from my enemies, O my power. Defend me from them that rise up against me.
So, hey, this is twofold because this is during the time of David and Saul, but now it's between Israel and Esau. And we're asking the Most High, hey, as our King David, we're asking the Most High the same thing. Deliver me from my enemies. Rise up against them that hate me. And we know who hates us. No matter how he tries, you know, because that's one of his, you know, his go-tos. I love you, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we've all seen the level of love this dude has brought us.
Right.
His love comes at the tip of a sword. His love comes with the common cold. His love comes with diseases. His love comes with the polluted air, the contaminated water, the defiled food.
Right.
This is how this devil shows his love. The tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. You know what I mean? But he's quick to, I love you, brother. You know, can't we all get along? No, we can't. Because we already know. If we try to get along with you, what are you going to do?
Bite us.
You're going to turn around like a serpent and bite us. Or try to put yourself in our position. That's why the Most High tells us, don't put him by you. Lest he seeks to stand up in your place. So we know better now, man. We're not deceived. So who's holding that Psalms 44?
I got it.
Tom, bring that up.
I'm 34.
Okay.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 44, verse 4. It says, Thou art my king, O Yahweh. Command deliverances for Jacob. It says, through thee, we will push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us.
Man.
It says, For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us.
So, hey, we're literally witnessing this man's shame coming on him. And in the end, it's going to be full-on shame when he's put in chains and drawn off into captivity. You know, hey, that's why, you know, it used to be in the beginning, I always thought, hey, you know, we wanted to slaughter the devil. But it's much more better to put a proud damn devil in the chains, man. Paybacks. You know, I'm sure he had much enjoyment when he put us in chains. When he brought us and put us in the bows of ships. So yeah, that we're gonna receive that same level of enjoyment.
Right, because putting them to death is too easy.
Huh.
Okay, watching them in chains like this,
Man.
that's gonna be better.
Man.
I got one more
Finding those of their own, get the weakest of them to be the overseer.
Right.
You know, that's the shit that's gonna be. Huh.
Says, in Yahweh we boast all day long and praise thy name forever.
Man.
Selah. So drop that mic.
Close it
I
down.
got to appreciate the GNT, brother.
Alright, go ahead,
All right.
bring it forward.
This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, in the Good News translation. It says, laugh on, people of Edom and Uz. Be glad while you can. Your disaster is coming too, and you too will stagger naked in shame. Zion has paid for her sin. The Lord will not keep us in exile any longer. But Edom, the Lord will punish you. He will expose your guilty acts. All right, so that's plain and simple, man. It says, Edom, the Lord will punish you, and he will expose your guilty acts. All right? That's exactly what's happening. Just as it says in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, the man of sin is being revealed. All right? Everybody upon the face of the earth is starting to see all the wickedness and atrocities that you devils have committed. All right? And that same cup is about to get ready to be passed on to thee. You see?
Right.
You guys got anything,
Because we're seeing, go ahead, speak. You spoke on it?
Yeah, I spoke on it.
Okay.
Yeah. So, once again, I'm gonna read that again while y'all
Get it again.
Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21, in the Good News translation. Laugh on, people of Edom and Uz. Have your fun, man. You know, go out there and enjoy your life. Right? This is your kingdom, man. Party it up, live it up. Right? It says, be glad while you can. Your disaster is coming too. You too will stagger naked in shame. You guys thought that your kingdom's gonna last forever, man. But the Lord had a different plan. All right, verse 22. Zion has paid for her sin. All right, so-called Negroes went to slavery, man. So-called Native Americans, Latinos, all right, they came over, the conquistadors came over and slaughtered them, raped their women. All right, Zion has paid for her sin. The Lord will not keep us in exile any longer. So our punishment is over, all right?
Right.
Our punishment is coming to an end. But Edom, the Lord will punish you. He will expose your guilty acts. All right, so the man of sin is being revealed, man. It's all coming out.
This is guilty ass.
And who's more guilty than you? Yeah. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and verse 1. It says, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me a destroying wind.
And we see that we see that beginning right now as we speak. You know, that destroying wind. Babylon. Hey, there's fires all over Babylon. Babylon is dealing with major catastrophes in their cities. A homeless population that's unequaled right now. You know, you have just to go down the block right now from here. You know, they're trying to clean it up, but they have nowhere to put these people. So what are they going to do? When they clean it up and leave, then they're going to come right back.
Right, that's going on everywhere too, not just here.
You know. So yeah, these things have begun.
Right.
You know, Babylon is, hey, it's been falling, man.
Right. It says, and will send unto Babylon fanners.
So now, this is what I wanted, man, because what do we see with this whole so-called migrant issue? You know, we're seeing military-aged men, no families, at the border, coming in droves, being shipped all over the country, you know, by the so-called government, the governmental agencies. they're shipping these military-age men all over the country, putting them in all of these different states. And what is the definition for fanners?
It says to be strange, be a stranger.
Foreigner.
Okay. Strange, another stranger, foreigner, an enemy.
So, hey, this is what we have entering this country right now. You know, if you don't think the prophecies and the remaining prophecies are at the door, we don't know where you've had your head at for the last couple of years. But the closing prophecies are literally beginning to manifest and become, come into fruition.
Right.
If the Most High hasn't given you pause to turn back and repent, man, you better pray you one of them 11th hour babies, because other than that, it's not going to happen for you. If you're still under that strong delusion, under that deception, I mean, I hate saying it like this, but you better go ahead and live it up now in Babylon.
Right.
Because you're going to have a shame face and a horrible judgment.
Right.
You're gonna drink of the judgment that wasn't yours to take.
Right.
It was, but technically this judgment is for Esau.
That's right.
But you're gonna be part of it because you're gonna be in that 2/3 assembly.
I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah.
I'm reading the NLT. No, I didn't finish it. It says Jeremiah 51:2 in the NLT. It says, foreigners will come and winnow her, blowing her away as chaff. They will come from every side to rise against her in the day of trouble.
Hey, man, like I said, we see this coming. This government is literally shipping these men all over the country, from the north to the south, east, and west. And these right-wing Idumeans, hey, they see what's happening and they're complaining about it. But in the end, there's gonna be nothing they can do. These are the men that's gonna go to war with you, highly what do you call it? With all you devils and all your guns. You guys that have stockpiled weapons and ammunition. Hey, you're gonna get full use out of it. You're gonna get your chance to do that thing that you've been claiming and proclaiming. Jacob's trouble is coming, and you Jakes, you unprepared Jakes, you Jakes without a covering. It's just, man, it's gonna be open season. It's gonna be, hey, like my boy, your boy Daffy and Bugs. It's duck season. It's gonna be open season on Jake. Elmer Fudd gonna get at y'all, man. Gonna get at y'all in the worst kind of way, But go grab down to 19 and 24, and then I'm gonna have him hold something. Okay.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, and verse 19, and it reads, it says, the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
So there's the reason why, though Jacob came out second, the blessing was already promised to him. Because Jacob is the original, man. Jacob is the former of all things. Jacob is those first fruits created. So though he may have come into this place behind his brother Esau, he still was the first. This is why, like I said, it was never your blessing in the first place, Esau. That's why it was so easy for you to sell it and lose it. And then you thought you were going to come back around and get it anyway, but it wasn't meant to happen because it wasn't yours.
Right.
You know what I mean? Jacob is the former of all things.
Right. Again, this is the portion of Jacob. It's not like them. For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
Amen.
The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai of hosts is his name. Verse 20 says, Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. So with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee I will destroy kingdoms. And with thee I will break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee I will break in pieces the chariot and his rider.
Well, hey, this is why, you know, hey, our enemies is going to have their hands full.
Right, and he did the same thing to Pharaoh.
Done.
The chariot and his rider and the horse and his rider.
Man. Hey, Israel is about to become that battle axe, that weapon of war. You know? And in the Lord's hands, man, hey, nobody is going to be able to do anything with us.
Right.
Like a man, you're not going to be able to handle us.
Juggernaut, man.
Gone, unstoppable.
It said, With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young. And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. It says, I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock. And with thee I will break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee I will break in pieces captains and rulers. And I will render into Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
So if you want me to sum that up in a small sentence, Israel is about to have the ultimate everything must go sale. And guess what's for sale? All you other nations, especially you Edomites. It's going to be a wholesale destruction. Everything got to go. Going out of business. You other nations are going out of business, man. And the business of Israel is about to be manifest throughout the whole globe. So with that, I'm going to have this brother bring out the scripture that I always like to end with, because our people need to understand, first and foremost, hey, faith in Yahweh Shai, and then bring that out.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12. Which one? Verse
13.
13. Verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of men.
So on that, you know, hey, reverence, fear, you know, hey, pay attention, follow, listen, do what you're told. You know what I mean? Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. So with that, any brothers got anything else? So we pray that this was an edifying lesson. We want to thank Yahweh Shai for allowing us to come out once again. We want to close by giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem HaKadosh.
Double honors as always to the apostles, the elders, the bishops, the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the 144,000, the confusion of faces, the 1/3, the hopeful elect. I want to say shalom, wa abal b'bal,
Ball.
and DTA soon.